Name is Janine, and I'm excited to tell you why I think you should homeschool high school. Did you know that you can earn a quality education at home in the comfort of your home and the security of your home, but also have the flexibility and the affordability that we so desperately want and need? So again, I'm Janine, and I'm the founder of Smarter by One Degree, and I've been a teacher for 24 years, as well as I homeschooled my daughter 4th through 12th grade, and I was able to help my daughter graduate high school with her bachelor's degree debt-free. So I want to tell you about it and how I can help your family. Let me go ahead and move this. So this is my baby, this is Jordan, and this is how it all started. I was looking for a high school curriculum that would focus on learning instead of busy work. Being an educator for so many years, I knew how important it was for her to have a love of learning, and she was tired of school, she was burnt out, she just wasn't engaged. And so when I was looking at the different curriculums out there, and there's a lot, right? It just seemed like they were all the same. They were another curriculum that was just like what I had been teaching in a classroom for so many years, and I wanted something better, something that allowed her to get her love of learning back, where she could focus on learning and we could cut out the busy work, the homework, and just all those assignments. I wanted her to focus on learning to mastery. And if you're in the same boat, you probably guessed it, I never found it. I just didn't. I've taught so many curriculums over the years. I went to homeschool conventions. I was looking everywhere for this unicorn, and I never found it. And so being an educator, I decided there was no more valuable student that I was ever going to teach than my daughter Jordan. And so I decided that I was going to create a program for her that did just that. So if you are ready for innovative education, you're just tired of doing things the same way and expecting different results, and you're like me, I was looking for something different. I didn't want to do what everybody else was doing because I knew it didn't work. And so I'm excited to share with you, but it's not just that they can focus on learning instead of busy work. They also have all the time back for friends, for family, for volunteering, for regular activities. So this is my family. Again, I just love to share a little glimpse of how this all started and who I am. And my daughter was able to play soccer, even club soccer, throughout her high school years, where she was able to graduate with her bachelor's degree. So if you're thinking, okay, how can a teenager earn a bachelor's degree at the end of high school? Maybe they can earn dual enrollment. Maybe they could earn an associate's degree, but a bachelor's degree, it's not too good to be true. And it's because we're focusing on what's important. We're focusing on learning. And so again, we are so big into all of the other things that are so important to teach our kids during those teen years. It was very important that my daughter learned different skills. And so she's an artist, as you might be able to tell. And so she was able to start her own company. She was able to have customers and just learn how to run a company. And so a lot of the classes that she took for her bachelor's degree helped her learn real life skills. So we have all of our students take classes like personal finance and entrepreneurship and leadership, and just classes that we find are what leads to a well-rounded education, but also provides our kids the tools to be successful after graduation. So it really comes down to just a few things. There's 4 things that I've found that this program is different than anything that you've heard out there. We're not like anything else. Everybody says, who's your competition? We don't have any. We are so different because this is focused on learning instead of busy work. So you might hear that your student can graduate high school with a bachelor's degree. You can save time and money. And so a lot of people think this must be a scam, or we must be taking shortcuts so the kids aren't going to get a good education. And none of that is true. This is focused on learning to mastery. So the next thing that is different from other programs is that you have flexibility to do all those things I just shared with you that my family did. Whether it was baking, my daughter learned how to decorate cakes. Why? Because she could. She was done with her school in 3 hours a day, and she had time for all of the amazing things that our kids have the opportunity to do, whether it's theater, whether it's sports, getting a job, helping the family business. There's so many amazing things that our kids can be doing instead of busy work. The other thing is that we save 4 years plus. And I have that plus sign because how many of you know that the average person is taking 6 to 8 years to earn a bachelor's degree? And for some of us, it's a lot longer than that. And so we are helping our students save that time. They're not wasting their time doing 4 years of high school. And then if you went to college, you know what we did. We got there and we thought, this is awesome. Wait a second, why am I back in biology? Why am I doing English again and algebra and our kids don't have to do that. Our kids can focus on learning one time and learning to mastery. So another huge benefit of saving time, again, not cutting corners, is that we don't have to do SATs, ACTs, or college entrance exams. Isn't that amazing? It's true. This is, again, not too good to be true. We partner with universities so that our students can focus on learning and not waste that time memorizing to a test and cramming and getting all that stress in those teenage years that is not helpful for their mental health. And again, it's just wasting time. We also partner with universities that have master's degrees, and you can go all the way through graduate school without ever taking the GRE or any other college entrance exam. So that means all the way through high school, all the way through your bachelor's degree, and if you want to continue all the way through your master's degree, without ever worrying about an exam. So for our students with test anxiety, that's amazing, but for just all of us, who wants to waste their time when that's not building life skills, job skills, or educational skills? The last one, which is great because there's not enough money, right? You don't have to worry about how you're going to pay for your student's college degree because we help students save 80% off the cost of a degree with our partner universities. So again, that's only possible through our partnerships. You can't go directly through these universities. You will pay 80% more to earn that degree. But we want to save you that money, and so your student can get all 4 years of high school, their curriculum, their 4 years of high school, their whole bachelor's degree, under $10,000. And I love to share that because that makes it affordable for all of us. You can still use things like a Pell Grant. You can still use tuition reimbursement on some of that amount on the university costs. And so there's other ways to get it even lower than that. And that makes it exciting because my goal and my mission is to give our kids a quality education and that it will hopefully be debt-free or as close to debt-free for both parents and for the student. So what's different about us? Let me go ahead and move this so that you can read it. But one of the things that sets us apart is that, again, we focus on learning by giving you bite-sized lessons. So, again, we're not going to sit in hour-and-a-half lectures where we're bored, now we're looking at our phone and we're just not paying attention. This is where every lesson is 5 to 10 minutes long on average. They use maps, they use graphs, pictures, and illustrations to make the information come alive. So that helps our students stay engaged. I don't even care if you're an adult doing our programs. We help adults. It is boring to sit in an hour-and-a-half lecture or to read 60 pages from a big textbook. So there are no textbooks in our program. This is all online. So this allows you to learn anytime, anywhere. This is great because it is a benefit for students with dyslexia or ADHD. And how many of you know all of us have a shorter attention span than we used to? And so we're giving students the curriculum and the content in the way that we all learn best. We are all visual and auditory learners. That's 95% of every single person walking planet Earth. you are a mixture between visual and auditory. And so every lesson your student will hear and see the lesson. And so we love that. And then we have a short quiz to check for mastery. We always want the students to learn from their mistakes. And so it's not a big deal if they don't get 100% the first time. They can retake it because we want them to learn from their mistakes. And when we're doing these bite-sized lessons, it allows the students to just focus on a small amount of information before getting new information. That helps move it into long-term retention and gives them more time to process the information. Another thing that I love is that it's self-paced. How many of you know you might have multiple children in your home and they're all different, right? We all learn differently, and so a lot of families come to me and they think this must just be for the advanced students, for the gifted and talented. No, again, you couldn't be more wrong. This is for everyone. It was designed to be self-paced for students that have learning disabilities and special needs, or students that need remedial support. We don't need one more program where exceptional children have a program to do exceptional in. If you have one of those children that are advanced, gifted, or talented, they will love this program because they're not wasting time and they're able to move quickly at their own pace. So for those students that get concepts faster, they move faster. For students that have learning disabilities or they need remedial support, you have the time because you're able to learn in 3 hours a day. And this really is a game changer for most students. Let me go ahead and also share, again, no SATs or ACTs. I can't say it enough. It's such a big deal. So many people stress out about these, and you never have to think about them again for 1 second. One thing I like to share with families is that we're different because we are a degree completion program. This is very different than dual enrollment. With dual enrollment, you are collecting credits. And then everybody's just, I hope that they all transfer to this four-year university, and then our students change the university that they want to attend, and we're like sweating bullets because now we don't know if they'll transfer to that university. That is not what this program is. We are not collecting credits. This is a degree completion program. We help map out your students' high school and college classes, so you have a guide to follow, but you have nothing to worry about because you are not just collecting credits. What you're doing is every class that you take is mapped out strategically on a degree plan for you and on a high school plan so that you can see that the classes that your student takes will meet their high school requirements and their college requirements at the same time. So again, you can have a peace of mind while you're earning this bachelor's degree and your kids are getting a phenomenal education that you're not collecting credits. This program is to graduate. We just don't want students getting 3/4 of the way through. We are here Monday through Friday to help support you so that your student crosses the finish line. Okay, my favorite thing to say is that we work smarter, not harder. So if that's something that you like to apply in your life, I do too. I'm all about strategy. So again, this program is 3 hours a day. Believe it or not, this is for kids that need remedial support. These are kids that have learning disabilities. And then if you have an advanced or gifted and talented student, they're going to get done probably faster than 3 hours, maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes. The idea is that all of our students can succeed in this program. It is built for everyone. It is not built for just the advanced students. So we're going to save time because we're going to do 3 hours a day, and then we have plenty of time for everything else. So this is all about quality, not quantity, and that's a big deal. And that's how, again, we're not cutting corners. We're giving a quality education. And again, like I said, this is for everyone. I'm going to even share with you how it's for your entire family. We help students that are in middle school, high school, and beyond high school graduation. We have so many parents in our program earning their degree right alongside of their kids and finishing that degree that they've wanted to finish for so long. What do we all need? We need affordability, we need flexibility, and we need efficiency. Everybody forgets the efficiency. It matters how you do it. It matters what classes you take. It matters how you take the classes. We teach everybody how to be an expert from day one, and that is a game changer in our program and how we're different. There is nothing like being an expert on day one. Everybody remembers getting a brand new job and just the stress of not knowing how to do things and trying to learn everything. We want our kids focusing on learning the content, and so we take away all of the barriers and the hurdles, and we help you and we teach you how to be successful from day one, and then we provide you academic advisors and a support team to help you and your student from day one through graduation. We're going to give you that support and advising. That means any of your questions, any help that we can give you, whether it's with the high school transcript, whether it's with the high school diploma, whether it's filling out the college application, we are here to help you through everything. And that is, again, something that really helps students cross the finish line. That's what makes the difference. We are not here to just have you buy classes and earn credits. We are here to help your student graduate with their bachelor's degree. This is also about learning on the go. So again, I told you learn anytime, anywhere. So whether it's on a phone, a tablet, or a computer, you're able to learn on the go, and that makes it super convenient. This is different than dual enrollment, but we're learning once, but we're earning twice. How cool is that, right? We are going to take American history. We're going to tell our kids, listen, I want you to learn to mastery. I want you to give 100% and focus on learning. And then guess what? You're never going to do it again like your mom and dad or who else in your family had to do it, right? We all had to take American history again when we got to college, but your student won't. That is what keeps our kids motivated. So many of our kids are bored in school, or they're just, they hate school, they're tired of school, this is a waste of time. I'm sure you've heard all of the things like I did. And so this is about giving our kids back that desire to learn and to do a good job, because they know that they only have to do it one time, and they appreciate that efficiency and not wasting their time. We are going to create a personalized learning pathway. So if you have 3 different kids, we create a degree plan for each one of your students, because maybe they have transfer credits, maybe they have different goals. We meet with you, an academic advisor on our team meets with you so that we can talk about your students' educational goals and figure out how to best help you, whether that's to help you choose a university, the best degree that's versatile, that will give your kids a well-rounded education. We're here to help you, and we find that that roadmap is what makes all the difference. It is so nice if you're leaving out of the house and you're driving somewhere for the first time. There is this anxiety that comes up in me because I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope I know how to get there. I hope I don't hit traffic. I hope that, there's not road construction. We are the ones that give you the roadmap. We, again, have the expertise and the experience of doing this thousands and thousands of times. And I can tell you that we've learned a lot along the way, and we just keep making our program better and better each day. And so we want you to have this roadmap so that you don't have to have a hard time homeschooling high school. We are there to support you. We also give you a community of other families that we're all doing the same thing. We all have the same goal. We have the same classes, and so it's really neat to support one another. It's a great positive environment where we celebrate each other's kids and our kids' wins. It's just really neat to see kids who maybe weren't doing well at a public or private school, or even homeschooling with other curriculum, and they are getting A's for the first time because they are seeing the results of studying and focusing on learning. It really boils down to us trying to save you time and money, but we're not cutting corners. We're going to make sure that your student earns a quality education while saving time and money. And I shared with you today just a couple of those different ways that we can do that. And so I just want to end with Larissa, this is her family, and she found it for her youngest daughter who had different learning disabilities, but it ended up being for the whole family. So Larissa and her 2 older daughters graduated last year with their bachelor's degree all at the same time. So exciting. And then Lexi is still in our program. She's in her freshman year of high school, and she already has 20 college credits. And so this is not just for your student. This can be for you. This can be for your older child who maybe already graduated high school. But we love helping families and supporting them. This is my second nephew who has graduated through Smarter by One degree. And so I love just sharing that this isn't just for my family. This isn't just for your family. This is for our other family members as well. And so I love being able to help anybody who has the goal of earning a bachelor's degree. So keep calm and know that you can homeschool through high school. Stop worrying about if you're going to prepare your student for college, spending tons of money on college prep. Stop worrying if they're even going to go to college. Surprise, surprise, they turn 18 and they get a mind of their own. And so stop worrying if they decide to not go to college and that is going to affect their success later in life and the different opportunities that they have available to them. Stop worrying about how you're going to pay for college, because you're going to lock in. We have a bachelor's degree that starts at just under $8,000. And so you can be locked in at Crest Point University for 4 years. They will sign a contract with you. Again, this is a partnership that you cannot get this type of thing outside of Smarter by One degree, but they will lock in that price under $8,000 for the next 4 years. So if you have an incoming 9th grader, if you want to get started with your 8th grader or 10th grader, they're going to lock in that price. We have a lot of students that come to us later, it may be a sophomore or junior, and you can still do this program. If your student took biology with another curriculum or at another school and they mastered that information, then they can go ahead and just spend about a week reviewing with our review course materials and then take the open book exam. And we have a 98% pass rate. So our exams are not meant to trick anybody. They're meant for the students to be able to show mastery on what they learned in their classes. So they're going to take a complete class, they're going to have an open book exam, and that's going to help you to save time and money and save that 80% tuition. So again, stop worrying about how you're going to pay for college and what sacrifice your family is going to have to make, because we want to be the ones to support you and help you. So we're going to work smarter, not harder. If you want additional information, check out smarterbyOnedegree.com. And then we also have a free sample class that you can take. But we have so much information on the website, and then we have a team of support staff that will help you, whether you email, whether you reach out through the website. And we also offer free consultations to answer any additional questions that you have. Again, so many people think this is too good to be true, but it's not. And when I found this for my daughter 8 years ago, I wanted to share it with every homeschool family out there. If you have a student in public school or private school and you're thinking, oh my gosh, this is so unfair, I want them to earn the bachelor's degree, but they don't want to leave their school, your student can do their classes all year long at their traditional school, and then they can just do those reviews and testing out of those open book exams. Because again, as long as they master the information through another source, then they're going to do well on these exams. And so again, my name is Janine. I'm excited that I got to tell you a little bit more about our program. We are here to help you, and we look forward to being able to have your student graduate high school with their bachelor's degree.